Good morning. So we have had a couple of assignments that have taught us a little bit more about bias in the media. And when we're talking media, we're looking for news. Whenever I ask you for examples, you need to actually quote the example. So this is again uh, supporting claims with actual evidence. So today I'm asking that you please go into your emails. I sent out a missing work email. Look for that. You can search for Peacock. Go in today's modules. The assignment's due tomorrow, Tuesday at 9 a.m. Friday, we do not have school, and I'm asking that on Thursday, everyone be on synchronous learning so that we can Monday begin our research on actually researching the Worldwide Challenge. So when you go into the module, it should say uh, September. Okay, so when you go in, it should say quoting and analyzing bias in the media due tomorrow. Today is September 21st. You'll go into it and see the directions. This video will be here once I am done creating it. So you're looking for news headlines. You're looking for examples, which means you need to quote the example, the bias, but then you have to analyze and explain why. Use formal language. You cannot use I or you in your analysis. Of course, if it's in a quote, you can use it, but in your own analysis, you may not. So this is two standards, reading and writing. In the slides that we were given last week, there was 5 criteria. There's probably more, but we're just going to focus on these 5 that show bias. If the source is not credible, some companies are not credible. Insurance companies and things like ZipRecruiter are, because they've done a ton of research and they actually know how much people earn or make. And insurance companies look at the probability of accidents, and they really want to make sure that they mitigate or limit their risk with insuring people. But anyway, so there are a few companies that actually are. So .orgs are good, .gov, and some companies you have to critically think if it is or not. An article may be biased if they use hasty generalizations or make inferences that are not based on facts, or they apply a small amount of facts to a big group of people. We have to try to avoid that in life so we're not stereotyping anyone. An article may be biased if it provides only one side of the story. They do not share multiple perspectives. So you have to make sure that you see multiple perspectives. An article may be biased if there is loaded language. This is the number one thing you'll find in the news. Very emotional words like always, great, horrible, etc. It can be positive or negative, dependent on how they want you to, what they want you to believe. It may also be biased if they're just say confidential sources and they don't state who is saying it. So you're going to read the headlines found in this document right here. You don't have to look them up. And then you're going to click here at the bottom to put your analysis. And there is actually in here an example. So you have to quote it in a complete sentence. Where did you find it? And then you have to explain why. Here they use loaded language. So part of these 5 areas, you have to explain which of these 5 they used, where are the words, and put it in a complete sentence. So they use loaded language, therefore it's probably not credible. You need 2 examples, writing complete sentences, and 2 analysis. So this row is the one quote and the analysis. So this row goes together, and that is due tomorrow.